Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce was already scoring big with sponsors. Then he went on a date in Arrowhead Stadium. Now advertisers and millions of Swifties see him as quite the catch. Hi everybody, I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. Joining me now is my colleague, Forbes senior sports money reporter, Justin Birnbaum. Justin, thanks for coming on in.
Thanks for having me, Brittany.
Of course, and it is a love story that we never thought we would see in our wildest dreams. Superstar Taylor Swift and Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. So Justin, you got to give us the backstory here before we dive right into it. How did we see Taylor Swift at Arrowhead Stadium on Sunday?
So this has been a pretty interesting timeline. Travis Kelce had publicly talked about how he was going to the Eras Tour, and he made a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it, and he wanted to give it to Taylor Swift, shoot his shot. And ultimately, he tried to meet her, couldn't do that. She was saving her voice or something like that. And he talked about it openly on his podcast. Then all of a sudden there were these reports that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were quietly hanging out, which was interesting. And I think a lot of people, dismissed it, and, who knows what it could have been. And then all of a sudden, she's at Arrowhead Stadium, sitting next to his mom, cheering her heart out. And he had told the Pat McAfee show that he had put the ball in her court. He invited her to Arrowhead. He said, "I've seen you rock the stage there, so you should come see me rock the stage there," or I'm paraphrasing, so something like that. And obviously after Sunday, she's seen at the game. They're seen leaving together. They get in a purple convertible and drive away. And then there was another photo that came out of them at an after party with her arm around him. So the drama.
You missed the perfect opportunity to say getaway car, but I will forgive you. That's Taylor Swift's song. And this really was the fan cam scene around the world when we saw Taylor Swift in the box with Mama Kelce. And I know from being an Eagles fan that Travis Kelce does have a podcast with his brother Jason. Have they addressed this at all?
So on the episode that came out this week, it came up and they talked about it a little bit. And Jason, his brother, kind of had some fun with it. He was like, how's it feel that Taylor Swift put you on the map? What's interesting is, I don't want to say he sidestepped it, but he definitely is playing it close to the vest. He basically said, I did this to myself with all the attention, but it was great that she came, and he had said she looked great, and that everybody in the the luxury box, where she was sitting, had nothing but nice things to say about her. And he enjoyed everybody's reaction, also seeing the slow-mos of her cheering and this or that. So he said it, it was all a good time. It was a game he would remember. I mean, he's still being pretty coy about this. Obviously, we still don't explicitly know the nature of their relationship. For all we know, they could just be friends. But I mean, many people out there are shipping this relationship already. So I guess we got to wait and see. But that's been his public stance for now. He's saying all the right things. So
many people who are shipping this relationship didn't even know who Travis Kelce was maybe a week ago, maybe a month ago. For the uninitiated, who is Travis Kelce?
So he's definitely one of the best tight ends to ever play the game. He's an incredible pass catcher, and he has a knack for finding the blank space in defenses. And he is a huge, huge reason why the Chiefs have been so successful in the last few years. Obviously, the combination of him and star quarterback Patrick Mahomes is a key reason their offense has powered them to 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 or so years. So he's not in the early aughts of his career, but he's had a really, really impressive career, and if he keeps it up, he may go down one day as one of the best, if not the best, tight ends to ever play the game.
Justin, I obviously have to ask, did Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map?
So, I mean, the short answer there is no. Even putting aside how successful Travis Kelce was on the field, he's kind of been a marketing star of his own. He's been in commercials for Bud Light, Pfizer, State Farm, DirecTV, and he does these Campbell's soup spots with his mom and brother, which are just fantastic. But, he has the podcast. He hosted Saturday Night Live earlier this year. In 2016, he had an e-reality show called Catching Kelce, which was like a dating one. So he's really been out there in the public eye for a long time. And it's kind of interesting because I don't want to say you never, it's rarer to see that among non-QBs. With football, the quarterbacks are really the ones who star and claim all the endorsement deals. I mean, if you look at the earnings list we've put out in the past and the marketing money, the people that dominate are the quarterbacks, the formerly Tom Brady's of the world, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. But Kelce does well. Before all this, we estimated he earns about $3 million off the field annually from his marketing endorsements, and it's possible that could go up if the Swift bump helps.
Let's talk about that Swift bump first. Taylor Swift has been a superstar for over a decade now. She's had an incredible year with her stadium tour. So first, tell us her net worth. And then second, is this so-called Swift effect that you wrote about changing things for Travis Kelce?
Yeah, so obviously her Eras tour has been super successful. She has appeared on our list of the richest self-made women. And one of my colleagues, Marissa Delato, who's one of our entertainment reporters, did some really great reporting and gave an updated net worth estimate of $780 million based on kind of the success she's had with the Eras tour so far. I mean, that is an incredible number, and I'm sure she's on her way up and up with more Eras tours dates to go. As far as the impact on Kelce, I mean, taking a step out for a second, it's just really incredible to see the way everyone engaged with this. And you talk about the NFL, which is one of the biggest and most powerful sports leagues on the planet. And though they're primarily concentrated here in the U.S., just because American football is very much a cultural thing for us, they were even willing to get involved. The social on X, formerly Twitter, changed the NFL account's bio to NFL Taylor's version, referencing kind of her re-recorded catalog. So that's incredible. But her appearance at Arrowhead alone, according to data from Apex Marketing, generated $38 million in equivalent brand value across platforms, which is, an incredible thing to consider. Just, her being somewhere and people focusing on it just draws so many eyeballs to it. But for Kelce, I mean, the bump is hard to ignore. He got like 500,000 new Instagram followers in the aftermath. His merchandise sales at Fanatics 4x'd. It really is an incredible bump, and obviously that can translate to other opportunities. Like, for example, a source had told me that one of their clients was negotiating with Kelce's team about a brand deal for him, and then Sunday happens and the price doubled. They ultimately passed, but I mean, that just goes to show you he knows his value's going up, and all his exposure certainly is good for him from that perspective.
You're saying he knows his value is going up. Clearly, it is a good day to be Travis Kelce, but I do want to know what's next here. Will we be seeing Taylor Swift cheering on Travis Kelce again? Rumor has it she's getting a big welcome to New York this weekend, or rather, welcome to New Jersey. What can you tell us?
So, I mean, I've seen the reports too. There is a sense that she is going to be in attendance at MetLife on Sunday when the Chiefs play the Jets. I won't believe it till I see it. I haven't heard that specifically myself, but there are reports circulating about that. And that is already causing a lot of interest. It's a Sunday night football game. So, that's going to draw a lot of viewers. I mean, for the Chiefs Bears last week, they drew over 24 million viewers, which is a pretty impressive mark for a game that was kind of a blowout. So, I mean, I guess we'll see. I know that, data from StubHub shows the ticket market's going absolutely berserk over this. And Taylor is a New York City resident, if I remember correctly. So it would make sense, she doesn't have to go too far. So I guess we'll see. But if she's there on Sunday night, I know that, the rumor mill will be ablaze.
Final question, Justin. Is this going to be forever, or will it go down in flames?
I guess we're going to have to wait and see. I said earlier, a lot of people are shipping this relationship already. I don't want to be a downer, but we still don't altogether know if it's a PR stunt or not. We're still kind of waiting to see. It does feel very choreographed, very scripted, but ultimately, I believe in a thing called love. So, we'll keep waiting and seeing, and we'll see what happens. But obviously, the one thing to take away here is Travis Kelce is much more famous now, having been linked to Taylor Swift, than he was before.
And it's much more lucrative for him, according to your reporting. Justin Birnbaum, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brittany.